You get home from school and the first thing you do is scroll on social media. You scroll like, scroll like, scroll like, scroll like. It's become a part of your routine now that you subconsciously take out your phone every single day just to get on social media to continue scrolling, 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 become a bot, a slave to the modern technology that we have today. And the more that you do this, the saddest thing is the more that you do this, your attention span is shortened and shortened, that whenever you speak to your mother, you can't even focus on what she says anymore. You can't focus on reading a book. You can't focus whenever your teacher is speaking, whenever you're watching an important video. And yet, we don't do anything about it. As a kid, I always saw phones as something amazing, as a super amazing product that I wanted to have. I saw adults with them, I saw my brothers with them, I saw my mother and father with them. And I thought, wow, that would improve my life so much. It would be great having a phone like that. However, I got my first phone in like 6th grade of middle school. I remember I had my first phone, it was like an iPhone 6S. I remember that was the first phone that I've ever had, like a legit phone. And soon after I realized that I was procrastinating more than ever. I was wasting time on social media, overindulging in Instagram, looking at all these models, causing me to fap more, to become more depressed, and it just fucked up my mental health. And by the time I noticed it, everyone around me, I looked around and everyone was the same. We were all bots. It was 2020 and everyone is a bot. How could this be? 2012, 2013, whenever phones started to become such a normal thing in everyone's life. In less than a decade, our lives became so automated. We became bots, slaves to this modern technology. All that we do nowadays, everywhere you go, you see people just with their noses stuck in their phone, hunched over with their neck with bad posture. This is what this world has become. And we, men like us, we cannot allow those bad modern technologies to take control of us like that. Because it is because of this, because we focus on instant gratification that we get just from scrolling on social media, from looking at all these models, from just scrolling, liking, scrolling, liking, scrolling, liking. It is because of this that our lives are shit. It is the reason why you have a bad physique. It is the reason why so many people are depressed. It is the reason why our world, the people of this world have become sad, a lot more depressed than ever before, even though we live in the most comfortable life. We live the most comfortable lives ever. There's no war. You don't have to focus on anything other than doing your homework. You don't have to pay bills. Maybe some people do. However, you don't have to go to war. Your leg isn't chopped off. We have vaccines. Then why are we more depressed? It's because of social media destroying our world today. It is a very big factor. Yes, many people like to sugarcoat this and say that, oh no, social media has improved our lives significantly. We get to learn about different cultures around the world and we'll get to learn new stuff, and it's all BS. No, you don't. You don't get to learn about anything else. A lot of people like to say, oh, well, we get to socialize and stuff. Ever since I started using a phone, whenever I first started using a phone, and I guarantee you this happens to so many people out there, they start to become less social. Why? Because they get to hide behind the screen. They don't actually have to show their face to people. Like Mike Tyson once said, people are getting too comfortable with insulting people without getting punched in the face. Because there's people out there, there's stupid ass people saying that, oh no, social media is fine because I'm brainwashed by social media and it's okay if I scroll like. It's just 1 hour a day. It's just 1 hour a day. Well, guess what? That's 7 hours a week. 20 hours in the month. And I guarantee you definitely don't scroll on social media for only 1 hour a day. A lot of people don't. We, men like us, we cannot allow social media to take over our lives like this. We cannot allow these platforms to shorten our lifespans and make us depressed by showing us all these celebrities. Because what a lot of people don't see with social media is that whenever you see all these social media, all these celebrities, all these people getting so many likes, your subconscious mind, you subconsciously lower your self-esteem. When you see so many people with a better house, a better car, a better physique than you, you subconsciously start to lower and lower and lower your self-esteem, that you start seeing yourself as worthless. Why? Because this is your gorilla mind. This is your subconscious. That is how human nature works. And what kills me the most is that there's people, those people, the ones that are brainwashed by these people, the creators of these platforms, which make these platforms so fucking addicting, to keep you on the platform, to continue taking away your money, to continue taking away your time. Because attention is the modern world currency. They keep on making that so addicting that there's so much to the point that there's people out there brainwashing you. So they're so fucking brainwashed to the point that whenever they see anything on social media, they start calling it toxic. They're so fucking blue pill to the point that whenever they see people like Andrew Tate or Hamza or Sneeko, they start calling it toxic masculinity because they're so fucking blue pill and they like to sugarcoat shit and they believe everything they see on social media. We cannot become bots like this, because I guarantee you, most people nowadays, we don't even use phones the way that they were designed to be used. You're supposed to use a phone to communicate with those that you love. However, most people probably just spend all their time on social media, on Instagram, on Snapchat, Facebook. Yeah, you might text people on there, but they're not important. Why? Because if they're really important, you would have their fucking phone number. Think about it. You don't text your mom or your brother on social media. Maybe from time to time. But you don't text them on social media for a reason. Because those are the people that are actually important in your life. Don't fool yourself. Nowadays, 80% of the time, people literally pull out their phone. Just think about this. People pull out their phone subconsciously. They don't even think about it. They just pull it out 80% of the time. And all they do is scroll like. Just think about that. You don't even have a purpose. 80% of the time that most people pull out their phone, they don't even have a purpose. They're not thinking, oh, I'm going to send a text. I'm going to call this person. No, they just do it to scroll. We're becoming robots, slaves to this modern world. It is truly sad. It is not a coincidence that whenever the pandemic hit, more people became depressed because they spent more and more time on social media. And this is exactly what those creators want from you. Don't allow yourself to fall into this trap. Men like us, you who I'm speaking to, I'm speaking to you right now. We must delay gratification for our future selves. We must sacrifice these small pleasures that we get, because it's so easy for you and for me to just continue scrolling, for you to just click away from this video and continue indulging in your short-term happiness. But by doing this short-term happiness, then in the end, after you turn off your phone and it's time for bed, what are you left with? Emptiness, depression, depressed ass thoughts. Yeah, you might have gotten happiness for 1 hour, 2 hours that you scroll on social media, but after that, what are you left with? You leave your future self, yourself tomorrow, with a worse life, because he's gonna be sleep deprived. He's gonna be more depressed. Look at your own actions right now. Realize that you're responsible for where you are. You have to delay gratification, sacrifice these things, and put in this time to do something productive that's actually gonna give your future self a better life. Work out, work on a business, read a book about something that actually interests you. You'll be surprised on how interesting it actually is and how much you can relate to so many good authors out there. Imagine if you used all this time to focus on delaying gratification. You start going to the gym, you stop scrolling so much on social media, you start journaling, you meditate, your attention span is much better, you start becoming so much happier. You look in the mirror and you're happy because your physique, you're looking bigger, you're looking stronger, and you're proud of the work that you've done. And you're so grateful for your past self because he decided to sacrifice that time. He decided to sacrifice social media. He decided to take away that. He decided to use that time, instead of using it on social media, on Pornhub, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, He decided to use that time to work out. And all of a sudden you're so happy. You're so much more confident. You meet a girl that you like and she likes you back. And you have an amazing, loving relationship with her. However, most people will simply click away. They'll continue scrolling on social media. Their lives will become shit. Why? Because it was easier. Because they decided to take the easy way. Because it's much easier for them. It was much easier for them to just continue scrolling. Because they decided to be like, oh no, I'll do it later. So in the end, they become depressed. They start eating junk food, more junk food. They become fat. Suicidal thoughts start to call in. That girl that you like, she's with another guy. And she walks away with that man into the sunset while you're in your room, depressed as hell. The worst part is that most people, they end up in here and then they decided to blame all of this on external factors of, oh wow, it's because I wasn't as wealthy or wasn't lucky. No, it's because you didn't decide to use this time to delay gratification. You decided to use that time to continue scrolling, to continue indulging in instant gratification, a little bit of happiness, a little bit of enjoyment, a little bit of dopamine. Think about this, keep this in mind, and do it for your future self.